Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Indian School of Physics. So today I have come up with another sizzling problem in physics. As you can see in the name, it is an extension of the famous carpet question. So let's go to the question and we'll discuss a very important concept here. So as you can see here, a long thin pliable carpet is laid on the floor. One end of the carpet is bent back and then pulled backwards with a constant unit velocity just above the part of the carpet which is still at rest on the floor. So as you can see in the diagram here, there is a carpet which is lying on the ground and we are pulling this end with a velocity of v. Find the speed of center of mass of the moving part and what is the minimum force needed to pull the moving part if the carpet has unit length and unit mass. So this question is taken from 200 puzzling problems in physics, and it's a very nice question, and today we are going to discuss the first part of this problem, that is find the speed of center of mass of the moving part. So this upper part, as you can see, upper part is moving, so only for this part, this will be the midpoint, will be the center of mass, its velocity we have to find out, and you will be getting a very surprising result and outcome in this problem while solving it. Maybe many of you would have solved it already. So let's discuss, and for the second part I'll make another video, and that we will discuss separately, the force part. So let's start, and I have modified this problem slightly, and the modified part we are going to solve today, and that is, as you can see here, the same problem, but here in the carpet, upper point is moving with velocity v1 and lower end is also moving with velocity of v2. So here question is find the speed of center of mass of upper moving part of the carpet, neglect the size of the bend in the carpet. So we have to ignore this size. However, in the original problem, they are not using this term, that neglect this bend, but it is we have to take that assumption in order to solve this problem. So let's discuss the concept part of this particular problem here, and then very important point we are going to discuss in this, like what is the velocity of a point lying on the body and another point which is present somewhere there. So that differentiation we are going to see today in this problem. So as you can see in this diagram here, at any given time t, this is the situation given. At t equal to 0, when this pulling has started, this end was actually present here. So I am choosing this point as this line as a reference line. I'll be measuring all the distances from this reference line. So as you can see, if here x is the length at any time t which is moving, then this x length would have come from this part, because I'm ignoring this bend part. I'm assuming that negligible length is present in the bend. So this distance is x, this is x. So overall location or displacement of this point from the initial position is 2x. So we can say d by dt of this 2x is going to be the velocity of this point. Now here you can see there are two dots, one is blue in color and one is red in color. So I'm calling this red point as point which is fixed to the carpet. The point which is fixed to the carpet, and since it is fixed to the carpet, its distance between this end and red point cannot change, so answer will be v directly. However, what he is asking is completely different. He is asking in the question that find the velocity of center of mass of moving part. What happens exactly is this center of mass of moving part keeps changing. In the very beginning, this red dot and this blue dot, they are at same location, but blue is corresponding to the center of mass of moving part and red is corresponding to the midpoint at this instant. So I'm marking it, I'm marking that red color on the carpet itself. Okay, so let's see here. So as you can see very easily, the displacement of this blue color from this point is 3x by 2, x plus 3x by 2. So simply we can write velocity of this blue color. Velocity of this blue color is going to be velocity of this blue color is going to be d by dt of 3x by 2. It is going to be d by dt of 3x by 2. So that is what I am writing here, and I'll be getting d by dt of 3x by 2. So I can write it as 3 by 2 dx by dt. Here we have calculated the value of dx by dt, which is v by 2. So we are going to get answer as 3v by 4. Now that's where the problem starts. The moment I'll say velocity is 3v by 4, the students especially will get this doubt, sir, how this distance is not changing, how these 2 points can have different velocities. All right, they forget actually that what they are talking about is the red point, not the blue point. I'll show you how it happens. So we'll draw this carpet diagram just after time t. Further, this is, let's say, time t equal to t naught, and after that we are going to draw after some time from this point. So the situation looks like this. This is the event at t equal to t naught, and after some time what happens is, in the beginning here, the midpoint of moving part and this red color, they are at same location. But when further this point is moving and this lower point is at rest, you can see here I have taken the same initial position because it is not moving. But this end, which was earlier here, has reached somewhere here. So now this the length of moving part has increased compared to earlier, which was x. Now that length has moved. So since I marked a red color on the carpet, red color will be still at a distance of x by 2. So if I ask velocity of that red point on the carpet, its velocity is going to be v. That's what we have written earlier. But you see, earlier this was the center of mass, blue was the center of mass, and red was also center of mass. They were at same location. But there was a basic difference between these 2 points, that after some further movement, you will see the center of mass of moving part has changed. This blue color is something else, and it is separating from that, and red color is going somewhere else, and blue color is going somewhere else. So these 2 are different points. One is lying on the carpet, so its geometrical position with respect to other points on the carpet is going to be same, whereas this blue color, which is called as velocity of center of mass of moving part, is going to be different at different instants. As the length of moving part will change, this blue dot will be changing its position. So these 2 points will have completely different velocity. So here answer is 3v by 4. That's the right answer. I hope you have got a good idea of how these space points are different from each other, though they were present at the same location in the beginning. Let's move to the modified problem here. When these 2 ends are moving with v1 and v2, the best method which I could think of is, if you observe the motion of point A with respect to B, we are observing in the frame of reference of B, then I will write this velocity of end A as v1 minus v2, which becomes similar to the previous problem. Now this point becomes similar to the previous problem. So answer is going to be 3 by 4 v1 minus v2, and it is in I cap direction. I'm borrowing the previous result so that I can save some time. So velocity of center of mass of moving part with respect to B, that is going to be 3 by 4 v1 minus v2 I cap, and velocity of B with respect to ground is v2 I cap. When I simplify these 2, I'll be getting velocity of center of mass of upper moving part with respect to ground. It will become 3 by 4 v1 plus v2 by 4, and that is going to be the answer for this problem. And you can check also, if v2 becomes 0, we are going to get the previous answer. Alright, I hope you have enjoyed this problem, and you have learned some new concept also. If you have enjoyed this video, please give a like, leave a comment, and subscribe my channel. Share with other students and teachers. Thank you very much.